Hey, this is recording 2 for our Class Connect session on April 11th. In the first recording, we are right in the middle of text 6 for the Interim Assessment. And so I'm just going to go ahead and reread the beginning of text 6 and then continue on with where we left off. So this is Soviet Marshal Georgy Zovak's version. It says, I do not recall the exact date, but after the close of one of the formal meetings, Truman informed Stalin that the United States now possessed a bomb of exceptional power, without, however, naming it the atomic bomb. As was later written abroad, at that moment Churchill fixed his gaze on Stalin's face, closely observing his reaction. However, Stalin did not betray his feelings, and pretended that he saw nothing special in what Truman had imparted to him. Both Churchill and many of the Anglo-American authors subsequently assumed that Stalin had really failed to fathom the significance of what he had heard. In actual fact, on returning to his quarters after this meeting, Stalin, in my presence, told Molotov about his conversation with Truman. The latter reacted almost immediately. Let them. We'll have it to talk over with Kurgatov, and get him to speed things up. I realized that they were talking about research on the atomic bomb. It was clear already then that the U.S. government intended to use the atomic weapon for the purpose of achieving its imperialistic goals from a position of strength in the Cold War. This was amply corroborated on August 6th and 8th. Without any military need whatsoever, the Americans dropped 2 atomic bombs on the peaceful and densely populated Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, so again, that was Soviet Marshal Georgy Zakhov's version. And his version is a little bit different than what we've read so far. The majority of the versions that we've read so far say that Stalin had really no idea of how important or how powerful the atomic bomb was going to be, or what an impact it was going to have, on the world. And that's why he didn't ask any questions when he was told about it. He just didn't truly understand kind of the effects of it. However, this version is different. In this version, we're being told that he did indeed understand just how powerful that bomb was going to be. And he really knew all along, how important it was and how much damage it could do. Um, and in their opinion, he says down here, that it was clear already that the U.S. government intended to use the atomic weapon for the purpose of achieving its imperialistic goals from a position of strength in the Cold War. So, it's in his opinion, the opinion of the author, the U.S. was going to use the atomic bomb to gain strength in the Cold War. And so this is a much different perspective than what we've read so far. Okay, after you've read all 6 of these texts, and we've gone ahead and we've read them together, but you'll want to read them again, or you can just, re-listen to these 2 videos and read along with me. You're going to follow the instructions, and these are the instructions for the test. It says, using information synthesized from the different texts above, write an analysis of the way Truman broke the news of the Manhattan Project to Stalin. So, and here's really what you need to do. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to go to the next page. So here's what you need to do. It says, describe the advantages and disadvantages of Truman's approach and explain how it may have affected the United States and the Soviet relations. Be sure to support your analysis with evidence from the text. Your response will be scored on how well you demonstrate your understanding of the ideas of the text, use evidence from the text to help develop and support your ideas, organize your response in a logical manner, demonstrate an appropriate writing style through the use of precise word choice and varied sentences, use standard conventions for writing. So when all is said and done, you should have about, a 3-paragraph essay response describing the advantages and then the disadvantages of Truman's approach and how it may have affected the United States and the Soviet relationship. So make sure that you support your answer with evidence from those 6 texts that we've read, and make sure that you carefully proofread it before you submit it. Again, you should be aiming for about 3 paragraphs. Okay. We have gone through the entire interim assessment together. The interim assessment is due on Tuesday, April 12th. And so if you're watching this on Monday, you can go ahead and you can kind of start brainstorming and thinking about your ideas for your response. And then when you're ready to put them all together and submit your test, you can go ahead and you can click on that test. It's Interim Assessment 4 and it's on the class plan for Tuesday, April 12th. So you'll click on that test, you'll submit your writing and your answer, and then you'll be good to go. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me through the phone or through K-mail. I will, try to get online on Monday night and on Tuesday night after I do the ISAT test to check my email so that I can respond to you guys if you do have any questions. I hope that you guys have a great week. We're going to start reading Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry on Wednesday. And make sure that you're constantly kind of checking your email for updates about that because I am going to have some announcements regarding that book. Okay, you guys have a great day.